Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Speak Smart podcast. I'm Jane, and I'm super excited to dive into today's topic with you, Lucy.
Hey, Jane. And hey, everyone out there listening. I'm Lucy, and yeah, this is one of those topics that it resonates, you know? One message can change everything. It's so true, isn't it?
Absolutely, Lucy. When we were brainstorming this, I kept thinking about all the times in my own life, big or small, where a single email, a quick text, or even just a few spoken words completely shifted my perspective, or even my entire trajectory.
Oh, for sure. It's like those sliding doors moments, right? You say one thing, or you don't say it, and everything just diverges. And I think for our listeners, especially those learning English, that idea can feel even more potent.
Exactly, because when you're navigating a new language, every word feels like it carries a bit more weight. You're trying to convey something accurately, but also connect emotionally, or practically, depending on the situation.
Definitely. I remember once, early in my career, I was trying to get a job at this really cool startup. I had interviewed and I thought it went okay, but I hadn't heard back for what felt like an eternity. I was convinced I didn't get it.
Oh, I know that feeling. The silent treatment from potential employers is brutal.
Brutal! So I almost just let it go. But then, my mentor, an older, wiser friend, just casually said, "Why don't you just send them a quick email, a follow-up, express your continued interest? What's the worst that can happen?"
Good advice. The classic you have nothing to lose approach.
Exactly. So I drafted this short 2-sentence email, something like, "Just wanted to reiterate my enthusiasm for the position name role and my strong belief that I'd be a great fit for your team. Looking forward to hearing from you." Super simple, right?
Yep, straight to the point.
Well, 10 minutes later, I got a reply. It said, "So glad you reached out. We just had a team meeting this morning and decided to extend an offer. Your follow-up just confirmed your proactive attitude. HR will be in touch." Can you believe that?
That's incredible. Literally one message. And it wasn't even a long, elaborate one. It was just a few sentences.
A few sentences that got me that job. It truly changed everything for me at that point in my life. It wasn't just about the job, it was about realizing the power of being just a little bit proactive, a little bit brave in communication.
What a perfect example. And for someone who might be a non-native English speaker, that simple act of writing an email like that, or making a quick phone call, can feel like climbing Everest. The fear of making a mistake or not sounding perfect can be paralyzing.
Totally. I've heard that from so many people. They'll tell me they have this thought, this question, this important thing to say, but they hesitate because they're worried about their grammar or their accent.
Right, and the irony is, oftentimes, the content of the message, the intent behind it, far outweighs any minor grammatical slip-up. Most native speakers are just happy you're making the effort to communicate.
Exactly. We're talking real English conversations for real life here, not a grammar exam. In real life, connection and clarity often trump perfection.
Right. I had an experience where I was traveling in a country where I didn't speak the local language very well. I was trying to buy a train ticket, and the attendant behind the glass seemed really exasperated with me. I was fumbling with my phrases, trying to translate in my head.
Oh, that's such a stressful situation. You feel the pressure, you feel like you're holding up the line.
Precisely, and I was getting nowhere. Then I remembered a phrase I'd learned. "Could you please speak a little slower?" I said it, very haltingly, and her entire demeanor changed. She actually smiled and said, "Of course," and started speaking much more clearly and patiently.
Wow, what a difference. Just that one simple request opened up the whole interaction.
It did. It wasn't just about the words. It was about acknowledging the communication barrier and asking for help. It created a human connection where there was frustration before. That one message, "Could you please speak a little slower?" totally saved my day and got me on the right train.
That's such a brilliant example of how a practical phrase can bridge a huge gap. It's not about being poetic or eloquent, it's about being effective. And that's something we really try to emphasize with Speak Smart, isn't it?
Exactly. It's about arming yourself with the tools to navigate these real-life scenarios. Think about ordering food, asking for directions, making a complaint, or even just making small talk with a new colleague.
Or even something emotional like apologizing. Sometimes a simple "I'm sorry I messed up" can fix something that feels completely broken, or "I appreciate you" spoken at the right moment.
Oh, definitely. Expressing gratitude or regret authentically, even if the words aren't perfectly phrased, can be incredibly powerful. It shows sincerity, and that's often what people truly respond to.
It's about vulnerability too sometimes, putting yourself out there. And when you're doing that in a language that isn't your first, it's an even bigger step.
Huge, and I think that's where the fear of making a mistake really comes in. People worry that if they say something wrong, they'll be misunderstood or worse, judged.
But what we often find is that the people around us are actually quite understanding. They appreciate the effort, and sometimes those mistakes even lead to funny, memorable moments.
Totally. I remember a friend of mine, learning English, once tried to say he was full after a big meal, but instead he accidentally said he was pregnant. We all had a good laugh, and he learned the correct word instantly because of it.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. And the lesson there is that sometimes the wrong message can still lead to a positive outcome. Laughter, learning, and connection. It broke the ice.
Exactly. So for anyone listening who feels that hesitation, that fear of sending the wrong message, I hope these stories encourage you. Because the potential for a positive change, for opening a door, or solving a problem, is so much greater than the risk of a small error.
Yeah, think about the alternative, saying nothing. What opportunities might you miss? What connections might not be made? That job offer I got? I would have never received it if I hadn't sent that one simple follow-up email.
Or my train ticket. I might still be stuck at that station, looking confused. It's about empowering yourself through communication, even with minimal English, to improve your everyday life.
And that's really at the heart of what Speak Smart is all about, giving you the confidence and the practical tools to handle these real-life situations, whether it's asking a clarifying question, expressing an opinion, or just making a new friend.
Think of it this way. What's one message you could send today, in English, that could potentially change something for you? Maybe it's asking your manager for clarification on a project. Maybe it's inviting a colleague for coffee, or even just replying to a social media post in English.
That's a great challenge. Start small, right? Because even those small interactions build confidence, and confidence is key to making bigger messages happen.
Absolutely. It's a muscle you build. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And remember, every native speaker has also had moments of miscommunication or awkwardness. It's part of the human experience, regardless of language.
Yeah, we're all just trying our best to connect. So don't let the fear of imperfection stop you from sending that one message that could change everything. Be brave, be real, and just communicate.
Such a powerful takeaway, Lucy. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and that fantastic story today.
Thanks, Jane, and thank you everyone for tuning in to the Speak Smart podcast. We really hope this inspired you to go out there and use your English, one powerful message at a time.
That's a wrap for today. We'll catch you next time, and keep speaking smart.